All right, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are going to tackle one of the absolute cornerstones of English. Seriously, it's a tool you use all the time, probably without even thinking about it. We're talking about the present simple tense. I mean, just stop and think for a sec. How do you talk about what you do every day? Your job, your habits, even just simple facts about the world, like water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. You gotta have the right tool for that, right? Well, the good news, English has this super simple, really elegant way of doing all that. It's powerful, it's clear, and trust me, by the time we're done here, you're gonna have this thing down. So, you ready? Let's jump in. All right, first up, what is the present simple? What's it really for? Think of it as the tool for talking about the permanent, stable stuff in your life and in the world. Okay, so here's the core idea. We use it for things in general, for actions that we do over and over again, like habits or routines, and for stuff that's just always true. Simple as that. This example with Alex, the bus driver, it is perfect. So right this second, Alex is asleep. He's not driving. That's a temporary thing, what's happening now. But what's the general truth about Alex? He drives a bus. That's his job, his life. See the difference? One is for right now, the other is for in general. And that right there is the magic of the present simple. Okay, so we get what it is. Now, how do we actually make it? The best part is the rules are super, super easy. Let's break down the basics. So here's the deal. For I, you, we, and they, it's a piece of cake. You just use the verb as is. I work, they go, done. The only thing you have to remember, the one big rule, is for he, she, or it. For those, you've got to add an S or ES at the end. It's not my sister teach, no, it's my sister teach is. That little S is everything. And look at this example. It's perfect for a universal truth. The earth goes round the sun. The earth is an it, right? So the verb needs that S. It's not a temporary thing, it's a fact. Always has been, always will be. That's why we use the present simple. Okay, positive sentences are pretty easy. But what about when you want to ask a question or say that something isn't true? Well, for that, we need to bring in a little help. I like to call them helper verbs. And here they are, do and does. These guys are your best friends for questions and negatives. For a question, you pop them at the start. Do you work? Does he drive? For negatives, you just add not to make don't and doesn't. But here's the really cool part, and pay attention to this. Once you use does, the main verb drops its S. See? It's does he drive, not does he drives. The does all the work for you. Think about this question. What does this word mean? It's something you'd actually ask, right? You're asking for the permanent general meaning of the word, not what it means just for a second. So you use that helper verb. What does this word mean? Makes perfect sense when you think about it. Okay, you ready for a little pro tip? This is one of those things that once you get it, you'll sound so much more natural. It's about a really special group of verbs. Check this out. With some verbs, just saying the verb is the action. It's kind of wild. When you say, I promise, you are literally making a promise with those words. Same thing with I apologize or I suggest. You're not describing an action, you're doing it. And for these, we always use the present simple. I mean, we've all said this. I promise I won't be late. The moment those words leave your mouth, the promise exists. It's an instant action created by speech. And that's why it's I promise, not I am promising. It's a small detail, but it makes a huge difference. Okay, we've covered the rules, we've seen the examples, we've even got a pro tip in our back pocket. Now it's your turn. Let's see if this is all making sense. Time for a little practice. All right, first one. Take a look. The museum, blank, at 4 o'clock on Sundays. The verb we need is close. So this is a schedule, right? It happens every Sunday. What do you think? What's the right form of the verb here? And the answer is closes. Of course. The museum is an it, so we need that classic third-person S. If you got that one, nice job. You're on the right track. Okay, let's try another one. This time it's a negative. An atheist, blank in God. And the verbs you're working with are not and believe. This is about a general truth, a belief. So how are you going to build that negative sentence? All right, the correct answer is doesn't believe. An atheist is a he or a she, so we need our helper verb does plus not, which makes doesn't. And remember, the main verb believe stays in its simple base form. Perfect. So there you have it. We've taken it apart piece by piece. But look, learning this isn't just about rules. It's about using it. It's about talking about you. So my final question to you is this. What's one general truth about your life? Right now, think of one thing. Maybe I love spicy food, or I work from home, or I don't like spiders. Say it out loud, because using the present simple to talk about yourself, well, that's the whole point. It's how you explain your world.